how to make sense of support and resistance. You will learn exactly how to spot levels that the market is going to either bounce or reverse from. Stick around because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you one mistake that most traders make that causes them to draw their levels completely wrong. Like and subscribe, and we're going to jump right into the video. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and break down support and resistance. We're going to start with support. What is support? Support is the price level that the buyers or the buyer steps in and defend. So the market cannot break it. If the market keep going down but cannot get through a certain price level, that is called support. So as you see on this chart here, we have support here. This is where the market cannot break. We have 3 touches. So now this becomes support. It don't matter if it's 1 or 2 touches, just know when the price cannot get below it, it is called support. Above here, if the price cannot break a level, which is here, it's called resistance. I want you guys to look at support as like a floor. If you drop a ball and it bounces right back up, that is called support. The price is getting supported back up. All right, so support is very simple. It is the floor. Now, the next thing you have is resistance. What is resistance? Resistance is the ceiling. That is here, here, and here. It's showing you where price cannot get above. It may keep coming up, keep getting rejected. Come up again, get rejected. So you can have price keep playing in between these 2 levels, support and resistance. Once price breaks it, like it break here, and it goes up, it finds another resistance. It's gonna keep going up until it finds resistance. So sometimes you just see stock just keep shooting up, shooting up, shooting up, where it hasn't found resistance yet. Once it does find resistance, it does come back and find support. Now, the key thing to this is resistance usually turn into support. Most of the times, resistance turn into support. So as soon as the stock break out, it comes back down to what was resistance, and now it is support. So now this will go up here, and resistance will be up here now. So now this becomes support, this becomes resistance. This is key when it comes to trading. Why? Because these levels, support and resistance, will be your best entry. If you see a price breaks resistance and it come back to support, that is market structure that will give you a high risk to reward ratio. And I'll break down risk to reward in another video. I just want to go over support and resistance with you guys because it's going to make so much sense when you see this on a chart. And again, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how most people are drawing their levels completely wrong. All right. So in the market, you have support and resistance happening on all time frames. You have it happening on the higher time frame, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, and the 5-minute. So I know you probably asked me, well, how do I find these areas? How do I find support and resistance? Support and resistance, you find it by multiple touches. Here, just like I show you here, there's a touch here and there's a touch here. This is when you know it becomes support, or it becomes support or look for support where there was resistance. If you see a level was resistance, it kept on breaking, could get above it, and now the stock is just shooting up, it broke out of resistance. Your next level of support is gonna be your previous resistance. That's how you find resistance. It's multiple touch of the same area, and you look for that area to get touched again, either for support or resistance. All right. Another way you can do it is focus on the most obvious areas. So sometimes when you look at a chart, you can clearly see an area that looks like support or resistance. It's equal highs or equal lows, and you can see this price just keep hitting this level and it will not break. That is an obvious level of support. You can play them levels, you can watch them levels. But that is the easiest way to get started and to finding support and resistance. And we're actually going to look at an actual chart, and I'm going to show you guys what support and resistance look like on an actual chart. Before we go to the actual chart, I do want to show you guys a downtrend so that you guys can see what support and resistance look like in a downtrend. Here is a downtrend. Downtrend, same thing. You have resistance here and you have support here. You look for puts, or you look for the price to sell once it has broke support, and it comes back and make that new support resistance. This is how you play downtrends. You wait for price to retest these levels, support and resistance, and you just play level to level. In downtrends, you play the support that turned resistance, so you'll play the resistance area. In the uptrends, you want to play the support areas. So we're going to start here, and I'm going to show you guys support and resistance on an actual chart. As you can see, this price went up, broke out of this little resistance area here. As you see, 1 touch, 2 touch, it breaks out, find new resistance, come back down, tap support, breaks out again, come back down, break out of this resistance level, come back down and make that new resistance support. Once again, it tries to break out again, come back to this support level, support again. Now it breaks out, and now it's trying to hold support. So this is how the markets move. You can even find smaller support and resistance level within these levels. So like one is here. This here is another area where it broke out, it tested, but this time it failed and came back down to this resistance level. So if this level failed, it's more likely coming down to this level. If this one fails, coming here. It's looking for support. So when it breaks out, when it breaks down, it looks for support. This stock is in the uptrend, so it's looking for resistance. It's keep going up until it meets resistance. So you guys stuck around to the end of the video, so I do want to break down the number one mistake that most traders make when using support and resistance, and that is using one level and one line. What do I mean by that? If you look at my chart, the chart should look like boxes. So you should have areas of support and resistance, because sometimes price doesn't come back exactly to that level. So you may need areas, because areas will give you more entries, a better entry, and you're not specifically waiting on a stock to come back to a specific level, because sometimes the stock doesn't come back to that price level. It comes to that area, and then it might wick off. You can't catch it, and you get left without it. So make areas, make zones on your chart. Support and resistance zones. This will help find better entries, and it'll help you get into the trade without feeling like it has to come to that exact spot. So if you guys can, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.